Down in the forest something stirred, says the song. And a magnificent forest like this is bound to stir the wanderlust that's in most of us. But it really wouldn't be much use, for the magnificent forest is only a model, one of many in the American Harvard Museum. Sorry to disappoint you, but take a look round the studio where such forests are made, and your imagination will be stirred nonetheless. Yes, sir, this is where Dame Nature meets the copycats, or rather dogs, for most of these honest counterfeiters are men. Reproductions of living trees, correct in every detail, are made entirely of thin copper wire. A strand is now being twisted to form one of the twigs. Dipping in molten solder binds the strands together and fills in the uneven surfaces. The ends are cut and trimmed, and then the branches are put together. Still reversing nature's way, the trunk comes next, and this is also wrapped on with copper wire. We're using up some of the 50,000 miles of wire required for the complete forest. The branches and trunks having been bound, the next step is to fuse them together with solder. Then a coat of white paint with a touch here and there of black. Result, a beautiful little white birch. With evergreens, the needles of sheet copper are soldered to single strands of wire and made into clusters. The ends are then twisted and bound to form the trunk of a white pine. In large specimens, the bark markings are pressed into the thick, soft paint by means of a steel die. Well, there's our forest, and if you hadn't been let into the secret, you'd think you were looking down on a wonderful avenue of pines. It's just one of our capers among the coppers.